by the lines at the Square booth at this year's E3, the concept of 3 powerful women taking out the bad guy is not a bad idea for a video game. But this might not be the game you'd expect. No, this is the premise behind the next huge RPG from Square, Final Fantasy X-2.
The events in Final Fantasy X-2 takes place 2 years after the events of Final Fantasy X. Basically, it's been 2 years of calm since the defeat of Sin in the original Final Fantasy X. Someone brought to Yuna's attention a sphere, which appears to show the image of a love that she thought she had lost forever. So she needs to get to the bottom of the mystery. The characters that will be reappearing in Final Fantasy X-2 will be Yuna and Riku, and we will have a new character named Pain as well.
Since the beginning of the Final Fantasy universe, fans have been wondering when a true sequel would be created. Now, after 10 games bearing the famous moniker, the wait is over.
The reason we created a sequel is because we developed this great engine on a great new platform. It was just a very rich world, rich environments, great characters that everybody loved, that we wanted to go back and revisit and really flex our technological might from working on the PlayStation 2 and really learning the hardware.
Of course, coming from the Final Fantasy world, these aren't any normal girls. They'll need their quick wits and quicker weapons to maneuver through this game.
Final Fantasy X-2 is much more fast-paced than Final Fantasy X. We go back to the active turn-based system that we used in Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy IX, where you have a certain amount of time before the enemies start attacking you again. So you can't just sit there and think forever about what you want to do. You have to be quick on your feet, and we feel that that fits in very well with the fast-paced storylines as well. Because now Yuna has the abilities to jump, climb, do all kinds of other good stuff.
This game has all the classic themes of a true Final Fantasy game with a good dose of humor and girl power thrown in. If you want to know more about this hot new title, just check back here in the coming months, because we're going to go one-on-one with the creators of Final Fantasy X-2.